sunny morning here in North Dakota. It is a gorgeous day. So today we're going to read another little piece out of The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent. Um, Another one of uh, amazing books by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I just love this one. And this is, I don't know if it's a newer one, but I got it later than the other ones. So it's really good. So today we're going to talk about empowering yourself with good feeling emotions and how to recognize those while you're going through them, so you can pivot to the better feeling ones, and knowing that that momentum of good feeling thoughts and good feeling emotions is what catapults you forward into an amazing journey, and focusing on more of what you want. And when you do that, that's when things start just flowing into your life. So I'll read this first, and then we will do some freedom release method to help us get in alignment with some new thoughts, or maybe not so new, but maybe thoughts that you want to stick with you more than they do. Doing freedom release method can help you release that resistance to those thoughts, and to those thoughts becoming a part of you, and part of your daily mind thought patterns. So I'll read this first, and then we will do the freedom release. So we're on page 87. If you happen to have this book and want to follow along, I would be happy for you to do so. So freedom or lack of such as perceptual. When you consider the extent of emotions that range from the good feeling ones, such as joy, love, and appreciation, all the way down to depression, despair, fear, and grief, can you feel how empowering those good feelings emotions are, and how disempowering those bad feelings emotions are? So I'm going to read those words again and just feel in your body what those words feel like. Okay, I'm going to start with the bad feeling emotion ones. Depression feels heavy, doesn't it? Despair, fear, and grief. So don't those feel a little bit heavy? You can kind of feel it. At least I can feel it in my heart. Feel a heaviness. Feel, just blah. You want to curl up in a ball. You want to sink into yourself, right? Okay, now listen to these words: joy, love, and appreciation. That gives me goosebumps. That feels good. Feels lighter, right? I hope you can feel the difference in your body there. Okay, so we'll read on. Can you not sense the feeling of freedom on one end of the scale and the lack of freedom on the other? So you feel freedom in the good feeling thoughts, in those happy feelings, in those good feeling emotions. You feel a lot lighter. And in the other ones, the other end of the scale, you feel heavier and restricted and less free. All right, the good feeling end of the emotional guidance scale matches the vibration of perceived freedom. The bad feeling end of the emotional guidance scale matches the vibration of perceived lack of freedom. Freedom or lack of freedom is truly perceptual, because whether you understand it or not, you are absolutely free. For no one can get inside of you and offer your vibration for you. For it is only your own vibrational offering that affects your personal life experience. I'm going to read that sentence again because it's so, so important. And sometimes we want other people to make us feel better, or other things to make us feel better, when we know that it's all inside of us, right? Um, so I'm going to read that again. Whether you understand it or not, you are absolutely free, for no one can get inside of you and offer your vibration for you, for it is only your own vibrational offering that affects your personal life experience. So, so good. And so it is of tremendous value for you to acknowledge from your own point of view the feeling of absolute freedom or empowerment that some emotions signal and the feelings of utter bondage or disempowerment that are pointed out by others. Your inner being or source understands that you are free under all conditions to create what you desire, but when you perceive that you are not free, those negative emotions which ensue from depression, despair, or fear point out your misalignment. Your inner being or source understands that you are free under all conditions to create what you desire. So when you perceive that you are free, you feel those confirming, matching, aligning feelings of positive emotions that indicate your alignment with your source. Now, when you conclude that nothing is more important than that you feel good, you have come to the most important realization of all, for you have now decided to deliberately manage the vibrational relationship between you and your source or your God or your creator, whatever that word is that you use for yourself. You have decided to use the guidance system that you were born with to monitor and control the vibrational relativity between your current focus and subsequent vibration and that of your well being. You have decided to tend to your connection with your source. You have decided to thrive rather than pinch off your connection. You have chosen clarity, vitality, eagerness, abundance of all things you consider to be, and joy. Isn't that awesome? I got goosebumps on that last little piece. So important to notice and to remember that you're in charge of you. No one else is the boss of you. I hear my little sister's voice in my head when I say that. You're not the boss of me. So, um, it is true. You're the only one that is in charge of your emotions. So don't ever blame somebody else in that. Don't ever blame someone else or something or some event or whatever it is on where you're at, because you're the one in charge of that, right? You're the one that can pivot out of that. You're the one that can make a decision to choose joy or to choose happiness or to choose a little bit better feeling every time you get on that downward swing. All right. So I'm going to look at the comments quick. Oh, Jen, I love this section. Feel your feelings and honor their guidance. Yes. So, so good. And good morning, Bridget. I don't know. I can't see if anyone else is on, but so let's do some freedom release method to help us get in more alignment with these ideas, with these knowings that you have deep down inside. You might have to dig them up a little bit and allow them to come through, allow that resistance to leave so that you can fully feel your feelings. I see another comment I want to read here. Freedom is always available to us. Yes, Jen. Just focus to the better feeling available to you, right? Yeah, just and I've talked about this, preached it every almost every week probably. We don't have to go from way down here to way up here. just reach for that little bit better feeling and the little bit better feeling and the little bit better feeling. Before you know it, you're almost at the top of the scale or at the top of the scale. So, um, just looking for those little things to help you feel a little bit better. Okay, so freedom release method is just a simple breathing method. You just breathe in, hold your breath. I'll say a statement, and you can think it in your own mind, in your own words, um, in your own voice. And then you just blow it out, releasing that resistance to it, and make an effort to blow it away because we're just letting go of it, letting go of all that resistance so that all those good things can come in. Um, so when we do freedom release method, sometimes you'll yawn or cough or sneeze or burp, or sometimes a tear might come. Allow that to happen because that is a deep release for you, and that is releasing from your cellular memory or from a deep, maybe dark place that and we don't need to know why or what caused it or whatever. Just allow it to go. We don't have to dig into the how, why, what, where, whatever. And that's one of the things that me as a healer, I used to think we had to do. We used to have to dig up all that muck and go over it and go over it again. And we don't have to do that. I've learned so much in the last few years that all we really have to do is release that resistance and let go of those things. We don't have to figure that out. It doesn't have to be hard to get to a better place. So just allow it to release, allow those tears to flow, and we'll just keep moving forward. And that's really all it is. It's easy, simple. So we'll do some releasing and then we'll do some fill-ups. And the fill-ups are just done, they're done the same way. It's just a different way of stating those statements, so that they will stick with you and you will feel good the rest of your day. So first, let's just take a nice deep breath. Hold it in for a moment and then release. And that's a really good way to center yourself throughout the day. It's a good mindful technique to do when you're starting to feel that edginess or that anxiety or overwhelmment, or maybe your patience is getting thin. Just taking a deep breath like that, or a couple of them even, when you're at the stoplight, when you're in traffic and you're not going anywhere, if you're standing in line at the store and it's taking forever, just taking a couple deep breaths will really ease that edge off. So you'll feel a lot better, and those better emotions can start coming back instead of dwelling on the negative. So remember that throughout your day. Okay, so let's do some freedom release. Breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that there is freedom on the feel good side of the emotional guidance scale. Good. And just knowing that that freedom is there will help you look for those better feelings, right? It'll help you move forward to those better thoughts and better feelings. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that freedom or lack of freedom is truly perceptual. It's all in your control. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that I am always absolutely free. Sometimes in our life we feel stuck. You feel like, oh, I don't know where to go from here. Or, geez, I wish I could do something different, or whatever that is. You're not stuck. It's your own thoughts and your own mind that are keeping you there. So, knowing that you have the power to pivot out of that, to pivot to a better thought, to pivot to some inspiration. When you are feeling good, that's when inspiration comes in. That's when ideas come in that are going to lead you to something new, to something different. So, being in that feel good space opens you up to a whole new world. And it sounds kind of weird or like, how can that be? But have you ever noticed that when you're feeling really good, you run into people that make you smile, that make you happy, you have an amazing conversation with somebody in the gas station when you're paying for your gas or whatever that is. But you really need to be in a feel good place for those good things to come in. So know that you have that freedom to do that yourself. You have the freedom to change your thoughts. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that no one can get inside me and offer my vibration for me. You are the one in charge of you. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that only my own vibrational offering affects my personal life experience. So good. I feel really short today. Move that down a little bit. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that my inner being understands that I am free to create my desires. And I know I really am short. That's why I feel short. But I'm low on the screen today. Okay. Got to throw some humor in there, right? Our day is boring without humor. And I love to laugh. I hope you do too. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that when I feel positive emotions, I know I am in alignment. So when you notice your emotions are positive, when you're feeling good, when you're feeling those good emotions flowing towards you and through you, that means you're in alignment with God, with Source, with Creator, with all that is. So you're moving in the right direction. You're in the flow, we like to call it. So know that you're in the right place. You're doing the right things. You're feeling good. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that positive, joyful emotions confirm my alignment to Source. Just said that, right? It's a confirmation that you're on the right track. You are in alignment. So keep that momentum going. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that nothing is more important than that I feel good. Breathe in and hold. Sorry, I have a frog. Breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that I am deliberately managing my vibrational relationship between myself and Source or God or Creator. I use them all interchangeably. Okay, breathe in and hold. I release any resistance to knowing that I use my guidance system that I was born with to monitor and control my emotions. So That guidance system is there for you to use always, every day, every single day. Start to feel those emotions. Start to notice right away when you feel that emotional scale going down rather than up, and pivot out of that. You have the power to do that. You have the knowledge to do that now. You can do it anytime.